All right, hello everyone. Welcome back to another Slime Sky Memories video. So today, I was just on Twitter. Go follow the Twitter link in the description. Anyway, I was on Twitter and I saw the Truth, who is a Dokkan YouTuber, post this. And this I can't really zoom in, but it's from here. And if we click on, okay, here we go. So this is basically a chart for August 2023 and September 2023 and comparing revenue from last month or from August to September, right? And these are like the top games that like they showed. I think, what does this say specifically? Monthly revenue for September 2023. And this one is combined region. So I think this one would be slightly different. But the reason I'm making this video is because I saw this and I figured if anyone plays like Dokkan or like Genshin, Star Rail, Fate, stuff like that, typically like these games, whenever they hit top grossing because of some sort of celebration or something, meaning for that at that particular moment in time, that game has the most amount of purchases compared to the rest of all the other games in a specific category, for like that specific segment of whatever they measure, right? So maybe it's for the day or for like a few hours. I don't actually know specifically how they like measure it, but it's basically measuring profit, right? Like how much money is the game making, which obviously each game wants to make the most amount of money they can. So I looked at this. He was just commenting about Dokkan because I mean Dokkan is his game, right? And it's made a lot. It's made 15 million more, 15 million. I think this is dollars, like USD. It made 15 million more than in August, and this was, I think, the worldwide. Yeah, this was the worldwide download celebration. So the big celebration where both regions, JP and Global, celebrate their celebrations at the same time. Super hype characters, all that stuff, right? And you see all these games like Fate made like almost literally half of what they made in August. All these in the red are losing money. Like that's like a $14 million drop off. Arknights made $1 million. You know, a lot of these games have either lost or made money, kind of depending on specifically like region or whatever they put out. So it got me thinking, where is the slime game? Because I feel like clearly we've never seen it ever hit top grossing ever. I mean, let's be real, slime, like that time I got reincarnated as a slime as a series, is not as popular as one would think in the rest of the world, but it's very popular in Japan. It's a very popular series in Japan, and I mean, obviously there's a lot of people outside of Japan who like this series. I mean, I'm not from Japan, I like it, and I'm assuming most people who watch my like videos and stuff are not from Japan and like the series or play the game, whatever. So it's popular, it's a popular series, but it's not as mainstream as like Dragon Ball, clearly, or like Fate and things like that. So yeah, it just got me thinking, like, where, like, why I thought the game would be on here, honestly. I mean, you have like Epic 7 and stuff like that. You have like the One Piece games, you have like Blue Archive, Azure Lane, Honkai Impact 3rd. So you have like the Tact OP game. You know, you have a lot of games on here, but like you don't really have slime. So I decided to just look, and this ended up turning into like an idea of when could we ever see top grossing, and two, when would it be? So I did some digging, and first I found this post. This was on the Isekai Memories subreddit. I did not know. I mean, I don't really use Reddit that much. I used to when I was in like 8th grade during like SAT testing. I would just like scroll on Reddit, whatever. Now I don't really look on Reddit anymore. But apparently someone posted this video by this guy, Mox Gaming, and he made a video talking about the top 26, or like top 50, sorry, and Isekai members is in the top 26. The top 50 mobile gacha games, it's like a tier list in terms of revenue, in like global revenue for April, and he compares it to March. And this is the spreadsheet right here. It's linked in his video's description. And I checked for May because you have March, right? April, and then I did some more digging, and you have stuff like this. But I mean, a lot of these websites you need a premium account. I'm not gonna pay for that. So this only goes up to July, right? So we're missing May and June, which May was it May or was it June? Hold on. I have the character list pulled up. Okay, wait. So these guys came out December, January, February, March, April, and then May. Okay. So these guys came out in May, and I would assume this is probably like the benchmark for like probably like where sales are highest, either here or like the movie celebration or second anniversary, right? The big celebrations. Because outside of those, like every 6 months or something, I would say the game doesn't really have like big celebrations. You have like, I compare it to Dokkan and stuff like that a lot because I know a lot about those games and I play it. But like they have like a bunch of like celebrations, right? They have like anniversary, and then they have like celebrations based on like holidays in Japan. So like for Golden Week, for Tanabata, for Christmas, stuff, you know, things like that, right? But we don't, at least so far, we don't really get that. Like we get themes, but we don't get like, it's a Christmas celebration. So like here's like some special units and like new events and then like special packs or whatever. It's not stuff like that. It's more just treated as like a normal month, and then those 6 months are like special times, right? And I guess then the collaboration too. The collaboration you could also mark, and this was, I think, July, because then this is August, summer's August, and then these guys were September, and now we're in October. Yeah. So I looked through this, and you can see right here, Slime is well, this starts 2 down, so it's 26, right? So in March of 2023, the game made $3 million, and then in April, it went down to 2.8 million worldwide. So this is every region, so North and South America, Europe, Asia, and like the other servers that they have. So 2.8 million is not bad. Like I would say for this game, for how like big, small it is, it like I would say that's pretty decent, right? It did not like it kind of remained the same for as many like downloads, but it lost like 7%. It went down 7% in revenue. But most of these games, you know, are decreasing. I mean, some of them are not. Like this light was 450%. Oh my god, what did they do? But like, I mean, you have a lot of these games, right, that like not every month is going to be having increased profit. So it's pretty right here. April, like we said, was I believe where is it? April was the World of Fantasy units. Now I understand them making more money, like March making more money, because it's the first EX set of units. So it was like a special, like, oh my god, now we have a new type of 5 stars, right? That you're gonna beat. That like, there's a difference between summonable 5 stars now and like normal free-to-play 5 stars. So I can get the difference in revenue there. And then I went around looking to see these. I looked at a few websites. So typically, Slime in terms of top grossing or like top free. So top free and top grossing. Top free is based on, I think, downloads and stuff like that. So like out of all the free games, right, according to this, in October, Slime was ranked 479, which I wouldn't say is too bad. I would have hoped it was a little bit higher, but like, I get it, right? And this is just in the US. If I could sort by all these countries, it's gonna have to load all of them. But if we do like US and I think it said Japan. I mean, I figured Japan would also be like where is it? Am I blind? Oh, there we go, Japan. So it's actually pretty high. It's about the same. Can I take this out? Okay, never mind. They don't have data on it. I lied. Never mind. Don't pay attention to that. But anyway, this game was 479 for top free, which isn't like, that's not that bad. I could also do grossing, right? Top grossing is 85, so that's not bad for this game. That means it's like, at least it's like under, or like it's top 100, right? And then this is for Google Play, and then this is for the App Store. So specifically for phone, and this is for all. So in terms of grossing, for some reason this just drops. It's just gone. They don't really measure it anymore. But for top grossing on iOS, it's 164. Now, I think that the reason this is this is so much higher compared to this is because most people, I think, run this game through an emulator. Because if you run it on your phone, it runs terribly. Unless you have like the best iPhone. Well, I don't even know if like the iPhone 15 would run it like smoothly, 100% no lag. But like, even on like an emulator or like Google Play Games Beta, which they promoted, it's not optimized. So it lags a lot, it crashes a lot, there's a lot of errors. It's very buggy. But the reason, I think it's just the reason this is so much higher on Google Play than App Store is because most people buy stuff through Google Play because the emulators emulate Androids, not iPhones, right? And then I went around, I found this website where it shows that this game, in terms of games, was number 63 in the UK. I don't specifically know when this is, but we have like this usage ranking right here. So for some reason, I don't know how accurate this is. I can also show this too. I don't know how accurate this is, right? But I think this is like downloads. I can't sort by like how much revenue, but this is usage. So how many people are, I think how many people are playing. Okay, this website is kind of not the greatest, but it's something I found, right? Then you have this is an article by Ben on Gamer Braves. I've never heard of this website, but this was last year. So it was I believe October 28th last year. This is comparing from the start of the game until, it says a year ago. So I'm assuming this was written in like September, October, I think. Okay, it doesn't tell me. Thank you. But we can see that the game has made a lot of money. Okay. The game, Japan has contributed more than 80%, which I'm not surprised. Obviously, Japan loves this series. Like, I'm not even joking. They have so many like pop-up shops and things like that, and like all these different things because it's so popular in Japan. And I think that's what they cater to and stuff like that. Obviously, because I mean they're based in Japan, their main fan base is in Japan, but like I mean, they're not really gonna pay as much attention to the rest of the world as audience. I think compared to Japan, I don't think it's really gonna affect anything though. But like they still made a lot of money, and I don't have access to this specific information because you need the premium account, and they have the premium account. So like last year to now, it's made art from the beginning of the game to last year. It's made $107 million, which is pretty good, I think. And then if you see right here in Japan, 84 million. The United States, sorry, made 10 million, then South Korea, Taiwan, dropping Australia and stuff like that. And yeah, you can see the latest spike in revenue in the past 6 months came from the half anniversary event. So I think this is right before. Oh yeah, this is like around maybe August or like September or something like that. So at the beginning of the game, it made a lot of money. For the first month, like you can see all of these spikes. Like I'm assuming this is maybe like when Veldora or something came out, and also Milim. But it made a lot of money, and then it starts to drops like a lot, right? You have like little spikes. These are like, I'm assuming the months and stuff like that. Then you have this spike, which was I believe this was the hero when she came out, and then it drops a lot, right? So I feel like I've been rambling for 15 minutes now, but this game, I think, to get top grossing and like to actually get rewards for top grossing, whatever they may be, right? They could be like, hey, thanks for top grossing, here's 300 magic crystals, or here's 100 magic crystals or something. Or they could be like, hey, we don't ever hit top grossing, and the fact that we hit it is amazing, so here's 10 free tickets with a 10% chance of getting the new 5-star on the current banner, and then here's like 1,000 crystals or something. I don't know, who knows, right? But I think here's my opinion. Since this game, like, it's in August, it hit 54, which is not bad. Like, this was during the swimsuit month, and 54 is not bad for top grossing. 54 is really good, I think, or like pretty decent, I think. I mean, in comparison to the other games, obviously it's not going to hold up, but could we see top grossing for next year, or not next year, for next month, for second anniversary? And that I feel like it would be very difficult. Not just because of like, I feel like the game in terms of like popularity has somewhat stagnated, but also they would have to release something like some absolute massive banger. Like this batch of units for next month has to be the most, either the most broken or the flashiest, the most like coolest looking characters we have ever seen. Like they would actually have to pop off with this, whatever that may be. I don't know. I don't know what the people want. I have no clue, right? Tastes vary. They could go kind of basic and just be like king, queen, stuff like that. They could do some sort of like dragon thing. Who knows, right? But also, they could maybe, this is a very like hard maybe, hit top grossing if they do something either with a collaboration with a game, or like with some sort of media coming out. Whether, I don't know if Coleus Dream collaboration will hit top grossing. I don't think so. The OVA, like at least to me, like even if they make characters based off of it, it's not super flashy. It's not like super insane looking like characters or whatever. They all look pretty basic. And I mean, let me know down below if you guys think I'm wrong, but like they're not like, you know, it's not like on the same level as like Megiddo Rimuru or something, right? Or like Octogram Rimuru or something, you know? It would have to be like I don't even know. It would have to be something very like, obviously Rimuru would have to be there. Maybe Milim, probably Milim, because she just sells. Because for some reason people really love Milim. Maybe Veldora, Diablo, all the super popular characters of Tempest. Hinata I think is also pretty popular. So Shizue as well. you know, they would have to do something really insane, and it would probably be with like season 3 or something. Like season 3, if they do something with Hinata where she's like, I don't know, super like OP and does like a super flashy like explosion thing, whatever. I'm not gonna spoil because, I mean, I don't want to say any spoilers, but yeah, I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. I think it's really gonna be hard for this game to hit top. I'm really sorry for my chair, by the way. I think it's gonna be really hard for this game to hit top grossing because, I mean, we've never hit it before. Where is it June? Okay, May was the highest, and that was half anniversary. We hit 32, which is really good. Oh, the movie hit 27, and second anniversary hit 26. Just really, really good. What is the highest we've ever hit? 23, 18. April 2022, was that Hero? I think so. 25, 28, 18 again, 10, 5. Oh my god, we almost hit it as soon as the game came out. We almost hit it as soon as the game came out. My god, that's wild. It hit 5. I didn't even know that. But now it's at 54, unfortunately. I mean, we've seen it get close. We saw like 32, you know, 27, 26. Like I said, if they do some absolute banger for the second anniversary, I think if they did something like Emil's with like not the same design, like they made him look different, and then they could do an Isis. I don't know how that would sell. Another Milim, but like I really don't think they're gonna do another Milim because they just released 2 within the span of 3 months. Shion is pretty popular as a character. I think you would know why, but yeah, I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. Like I said, they would have to do something absolutely poppin' for second anniversary. I really hope they do. I hope it's like, you know, like the best things I've ever seen from this game. Who knows? We'll have to see. Could we also maybe hit for Christmas? Like Christmas, things like that? Well, let's check. December hit 27, and then it dropped 37 for January. So 27, and I'm assuming most of these are from Japan because I think the rest is from like everywhere else. They would have to do something also pretty crazy. This is for the movie, but for December, I think it's a little bit hard to see for December because the game had just come out, right? The game was 2 months old at that point. No, like a month, I guess, when the Christmas units came out, a month old. So yeah, they could do for Christmas and they could do for anniversary. There's no not stating. Does that make sense? It is true that the later half of the year is, I think, their time to make the most money. Because we have Christmas, we have second anniversary, and then you can do something for October as well. But I think like the rest of the months outside of that, like April, March, February, like basic months, they would need to change things up, I think, and make like, I don't know, they would need to re-incentivize and re-hype up the game, I think, if we want to get like top grossing for regular months. Because I mean, they do it in like Dokkan, right? A lot of times JP hits top grossing. It's mainly JP. Global does too, but it's a bit harder because they count all the countries. Now, I don't know if they would do that. I think they would just, because this game, there are different regions, but it all runs on one timeline, one server, if you get what I'm saying. So instead of like Dokkan, where they have global has their own timeline, their own set of events, things like that that come out. But then they also have JP, which is the one that they're constantly like updating with new stuff because that's their main priority. And it has its own timeline and it has its own like things that it follows, right? So yeah, this video has been going on for long, but basically I just want to say second anniversary and Christmas time could be good. Maybe. Depends how much or what, depends what they come out with. And if anything, they would need to revitalize, I think, the game somehow. I don't know how they would do that. I wish like I could get like the Japanese community's side of like how they feel about the game. I think they're pretty happy with it, but like from what I see on Twitter, like who I follow on Twitter and stuff, I don't check Twitter much in the first place, right? I'm not a Twitter, I don't go on Twitter every 15 seconds of my life. But like, you know, I don't really see like complaining and stuff like that like you would see with other games. So it's hard for me to, I guess, get a gauge of how people feel about the game. I mean, I know how Global kind of feels about the game to some extent. I know there's some people who are comfortable with it, like Joker, like top people, like Kev. I mean, I'm sure they have their own complaints, okay? I'm sure they have their own complaints, but you get what I'm saying, right? Like, they still play the game regularly because they enjoy it, right? They have complaints, but they're also fine, like with the game, which is fine. And then you have other people who have quit the game, who don't really play it anymore, because either the game feels stale and like they don't really care about the series anymore, or the game is too expensive, you know what I mean? And then you have like people that don't really care, or you know, there's a lot of groups of people, and I feel like there's a lot of people that enjoy it. There's a lot of people who just don't care about the game as well. So yeah, who knows? This video, I've said like 10 times this video's been going on for so long, but this is about it. Thank you for watching. If you have watched to the end of this video, goddamn. I can't believe you've listened to my rambling for almost 30 minutes. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Let me know down below what you guys think. Whoa! Let me know what would incentivize you to spend. I mean, I know some people who if you already spend, then what would incentivize you to go all out, like full whale? Like, I need to pull every character and get them like level 112. Or for you free to play people, what would drive you to actually spend money on the game? I know that can be hard because some people are just like, this game is too expensive, I would never spend on it. But like, I want to know, like, is there something that would make you just like cave and be like, okay, you know what, I'm buying it, you know? So yeah, that's pretty much it. Again, thank you all for watching. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button down below. We are trying to hit 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year. Hopefully we can hit that. But yeah, again, that's pretty much it. Thank you all for watching. I'll see you on the next one. Peace.